a while. Obviously, it's such an amazing thing to happen and to win the prize for a second time. But for me, to actually be there for the first time and collect it really was quite overwhelming. And the amount of good spirit that I felt in the room and the support, it was just wonderful. It's hard to put into words how much it meant to me. I still can't quite take it in. When you've grown something from a tiny seed of an idea and spent 2.5-3 years slowly working on it, and the only person that's believing in it in that point is you, for 3 years later, for it to be so wholeheartedly welcomed and taken into other people's lives, now the record means a lot to other people. That's everything I could have wished for. No, I wasn't expecting to win. I actually felt quite surprised. I almost didn't think I would, because of the fact I'd won before. I thought it would be highly unlikely. But I was already delighted to even be there. Again, like I was saying earlier, I was so heartened that a difficult and serious record would even be in the nominees and be getting that exposure. I was so delighted that that was happening. So I hadn't really gone down the route of thinking, oh, will I win or won't I? It was more just the fact that it was there already. It's not always that I make an album that I feel that there was nothing else I could have done to have made it any better. That's a rare feeling. I had that feeling with this record. I knew that what my original intention had been, my original goal, I had met and gone beyond. It was better than I even could have hoped for it to have been, and realised all of my ambitions for it. And so I've actually found that then for the rest of the world to, not the rest of the world, it's not as grand as that, but for instance in Britain, to the Mercury Prize to choose this album as the one they give the award to this year, I find extremely strengthening and actually very hopeful for music in general. And I don't want to sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet, but I'm talking about in terms of it's a difficult and serious record about real and tangible things that are happening in the world today that I think are of great importance and need to be spoken about. And so the fact that people are actually welcoming that and supporting it, I find extremely hopeful. It was quite nervous for me, actually. I hadn't really been through a whole award ceremony and the performance like that before, and it's quite a different thing. And also I think that over the years the award has gained in stature, and it's now taken very seriously as an artistic recognition, an artistic award. So it was something that meant a lot to me. So yeah, I felt nervous and excited and actually enjoyed the whole evening, really. Well, obviously at the time, winning on September the 11th, 2001, in the grand scheme of things, it meant nothing, because the whole world was just in shock at what was happening in America. So everything else paled in significance. I barely recall it as being a time when I actually recognised that I'd won the Mercury Prize, and it didn't really sink in. Having been there on the night, from watching the night's performances, I probably would have said everything, because I really enjoyed the song that they played. I've yet to hear the rest of their album. In fact, I said to the singer that night, I must go and buy your record. So based on that evening, I thought their performance was really good.